Congressman Eric Burlison here. Right now, you're probably hearing a lot about continuing resolutions and potential government shutdowns. I want to take a few minutes to explain what is actually going on here in Congress. Every year, the fiscal year for the federal government ends on September 30th. And that means that if Congress has not passed and the President has not signed legislation to appropriate funding for federal agencies, then those agencies cannot operate on October 1. In recent history, Congress has never met this deadline and has punted by passing a continuing resolution to continue the funding for federal agencies at the previous year's levels. They simply continue the previous year's appropriations for a period of time so that Congress has more time to do its job and eventually pass the appropriation bills. At least that's the theory. But what really happens is Congress passes a couple of CRs, and then right before Christmas or some other deadline, they pass a massive spending bill known as an omnibus. For example, last December, 2 days before Christmas, Congress passed a $1.7 trillion omnibus. Nearly every House Republican voted against that bill, including every current member of House Republican leadership. And in the case bills are not passed and the government shuts down, the hysterics begin. Those in the media and on the other side will claim that the world is ending.
Government shutdown could impact everything from food safety to cancer research to Head Start programs for children.
Experts warn that a shutdown now could be especially harmful given the timing.
But that's simply not the truth. Nearly 85% of government runs business as usual. Social Security checks still go out. Veterans programs still run. Medicare, Medicaid, and the U.S. Postal Service still function. Military operations, diplomatic missions, law enforcement, and numerous other things run and remain unaffected. For all intents and purposes, your government is still working. But here we are again. September 30th is rapidly approaching, and Congress still has not done its job. We have not passed all 12 appropriation bills, and there are lots of reasons why. But the basic fact is that members of Congress cannot agree on whether we should cut spending or whether we should increase spending. Members can't agree on whether we should stop funding the bureaucracy that is attacking American families or not. And we can't agree on whether or not we should force the Biden administration to secure the border and end the Biden border crisis. I'll tell you where I'm at. I want to cut spending. I want to eliminate funding for the bureaucrats who abuse their positions, and I want to secure the border. Our national debt just passed $33 trillion. This year alone, it's anticipated that we're going to spend another $2 trillion in debt. This is not sustainable. And I won't go along with a plan to kick the can down the road a couple of weeks with the promise that we will fight at that time. We need to fight now. This is too important. I'm Eric Burlison, and I'm fighting for you.